Hey people, just wanted to do a quick overview of the build that I've been running in the past league. I know I haven't been making many videos, but it is what it is. Um, this is the build that took me the farthest in Scourge. I will say this comes with one caveat, is that you are very scared of chaos damage. You will be riding a coruscating elixir or two. So if you don't like that playstyle, I mean it's pretty easy nowadays because you can just use an instilling orb and have it auto use. But if you don't like that, this build probably isn't for you. But if you're okay with that, pretty much everything else about this build is amazing, just besides being, melee. Because this is a cast on crit arc build that takes pretty much every defense. You have a ton of evasion, you have a ton of armor, you have a ton of energy shield. Like I said, the only thing that you don't have is very much chaos resistance. And if you get booped by any small amount of chaos damage, you're dead. That's sort of the risk you have to accept taking when running, what is it, the Ivory Tower? Yeah, the Ivory Tower as a chest piece, but you get a ton of energy shield. In addition to that, it works pretty well with Mana Guardians because they can tank some of your damage and give you a bunch more ES. That feeds into your Energy Blade, which is battle maged with the Inquisitor Ascendancy and tends to crush most of the game. Due to Scourge League being the way that it is, I wanted to just have a build that was super defensive, and so that's why I'm running this build. It basically didn't die at all to Scourge monsters, especially when I had the Mana Guardian around, even when you were getting up to like 150% more damage taken. So it worked in that sense. It was not bad for bossing. We managed to kill 4 Guardians, Shaper Guardians, pretty easily, but when it came to like the actual fights where you have to, move around and stuff, that was partially due to my lack of experience with Maven fights and stuff, and partially due to the fact that this build is extremely melee. So I'm going to put a link in the description that will give you my path of building link, so that way you can just copy if you want to. The nice thing about the build is that a lot of it is just uniques, and then it's just pumping attributes on all your other stuff. So it's actually not too hard to itemize for. It's just that the unique items that you're going to be getting are somewhat expensive. But anyways, I also wanted to include a little bit of info on what I'm going to be running in this league. And to summarize it, it's going to be a Rage Vortex Berserker. We'll see how it goes. I figured, you're not going to be running around as much. Have a bit better single target. I'll also put a Path of Building link for that. I don't have any footage of it, so, it is what it is. Otherwise, I'm also considering Hierophant with totems, Ice Spear and all stuff like that. I'm not going to be doing that as my first character, partially because the itemization is going to be a little tricky, as well as the nerf to Soul Mantle kind of makes me want to veer away from it. But yeah,